All right, welcome back to another episode of Storm King's Thunder. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to hear an echo here in a second because I want to hear my volume over on Twitch. I think I hear it. Sounds kind of quiet, though. We'll see how it goes. I think Spammy's watching chat, so he can tell me if it's too low or whatever. Okay, so we are back, and definitely want to give a warm welcome back to PB, who's made it back and is here tonight to play Dungeons and Dragons with us once again. So welcome back, PB. Or at least we thought she was back.
Hey, he made it.
And we've got, I think we're going to have a full house tonight, even though Graybeard was just getting home from work and getting some food. I expect him to be on pretty quick. But that would be all of our players tonight. And just as some more further good news, we might be seeing a half-dark elf rejoining us in a week or two. So there may be the return appearance of Jarl back into the campaign, which is going to mess up all my overlays. It's going to suck. It's going to have no symmetry with 7 players. And the group name's going to be weird because it's going to be the 6 plus, what are we at now, 3 at this point? 4? All right, so where we had left off, let's get back to the map here a second. I have Graybeard's character sheet up. Do I need that? There we go. So let's get back to the map, and everybody can see what's going on. Do I still have everybody? Yeah. Okay, cool. So when we had left our heroes last week, I apologize if you can hear my dog whining in the back. She's in the sewing room at the moment. Does not like it. Go figure. When we left our heroes, they had tracked down the giants who had attacked Zymorvan Hall, followed their tracks back to the river. They crossed the river, followed the tracks further into the mountains, were attacked by a scout group of orcs, but were able to defeat them before they could raise the alarm. Followed the tracks further into the mountains, further north into these mountains, and then noticed that the fire giant and cadre of orcs that they had with them were up near some caves. They devised a plan for Harshnag to challenge them, to bring them away from the caverns, which worked. He was able to taunt them.
Graybeard, your camera is really lagging today.
Oh,
oh joy.
He's just moving in slow motion.
That's right.
It's a new skill he's working on.
Or I'm moving so fast, you guys can only catch so many frames of it. You know.
That's it.
Gotta put a strobe behind him.
Only
we all know it's a porn download.
massive. You know, if it's good enough for Ted Cruz.
Lucian, are you talking right now?
I thought I was. Are you guys hearing me?
The giants already killed us.
Oh. It's Miller time for the DM. He's like, I'm
We're
done.
dead.
Oh, are you guys not hearing me?
We weren't.
We haven't in a while.
You're hearing me now?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
was talking the whole time. I'm sure the channel could hear me. You guys must not have been able to hear me. Which is why Spammy interrupted me, and then Graybeard started talking.
Just talk over him. Bah, who
We're
needs
just
that
telling
DM
you,
guy?
it was like I was in the middle of telling him what was going on. I'm like, all right, you guys have your conversation. You don't need a DM. You just play this game by yourself.
No reason.
Hell yeah.
He's all yelling at us. We're ignoring.
Dwarven throwers for everyone.
Yeah, everybody just got hit by a rock. I'm going to roll some damage. Hold on. No, what I was saying, it must have been I minimized Discord, but it must have cut my mic out for some odd reason. But all right, well, it looks like it's back up at the moment. Yeah, so I was saying that you guys had followed these giants back into the mountains. You guys are in the mountains. You came up with this brilliant plan to have Harshnag challenge the fire giants to draw them away from the back of the mountain cliff here that had cave openings in them. And that worked so well that they charged down and tried to attack Harshnag, and then you guys jumped out and began to add in supporting fire, and you guys are in a big grand melee with the fire giants and their cohort at the moment. The VOD is up, or if you want to watch it on YouTube, it went live probably about 10 minutes ago. So you can also watch the YouTube version of it. That is up if you want to get caught up. And I was also saying, you guys probably didn't hear it, I was saying that PB was back, and I said welcome her back, and then also that we were going to have a full crew tonight, and that we were just waiting for Graybeard, but it looks like he showed up. So I was just going to have everybody welcome PB back.
We love you, PB.
Welcome back.
Hi. Hey.
Just
We
put
missed
you on the
you.
spot.
You missed my managing of macros. Let's be honest.
That is true.
We missed your keeping of names because we have no idea who the hell we met last week or the week before.
Right.
Or what quests they're on, or anything.
Yep, you got it. We're just randomly walking around bouncing off of quests.
They were all going to retire. Like, if you were gone one more week, it was just like everybody retires and buys an inn, and we're done.
Just GG, done.
GG. Good game.
It'd be funny if the DM ever gave us any gold to buy an inn.
Ouch!
Not this, you ever hear of like a low magic campaign? This is a low gold campaign.
He's like, you have to earn it, folks.
Dude, I cut my teeth on low magic campaigns. That's all I ever play.
You've not been gold worthy yet,
Should be
mister.
no complaining then. You've already got 2 magic items. You should be just super happy. You got a magic horde at this point. So the other good news, which you guys probably didn't hear then also if my mic was muted, is that we should be seeing a half drow elf rejoining us in the next week or so as Jarl makes an appearance back into the campaign.
Hey.
Nice.
Wow.
Hey, so we will be full.
So it'd be funny because your group's name's the 6, but now you're up to 6 plus 3.
No,
I
we
don't know
keep
how
it
that's
to
gonna
6, and he's out. He's out.
And then the other thing that really sucks about it is I have to remake overlays, and then now nothing will be symmetrical because 7 doesn't work well.
Oh, we can do the 6, but put the line over top of it so it's kind of upside down.
Yeah,
so it's
definitely.
really a 9.
I'm super excited about the Ocho.
The 8.
Nice. Nice.
I did have another streamer ask about being in our game, and she was like, "Oh, I've got a Monday free. If you've got an opening in the Monday game." I'm thinking, 8 players. How many can we do? By the end of this, it'll be like 20 streamers playing Dungeons and Dragons. We're gonna get through one round, and we're like, "All right, that's our show. We'll see you next week when we do round number 2." So
We'll have to split the group up, and some of us will go west, and some of us will stay to the east.
yeah, I think that'd be a good
Double
idea.
DM.
That would be.
just
Sweet.
do
I've
it on
always
separate
wanted
nights.
to do something like that.
Like
Same
two-
campaign, same
two
world,
sub
2
DMs.
DMs. Yeah.
A top DM running competing group.
Yep. It'd be good. And the grand finale would be having the groups fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Just sit back and let them go after each other.
Like a good 20 episodes in, so everybody's got their favorite.
Yeah.
And everybody's rooting for different people.
Everybody thinks they're the good guys.
Exactly. Then you find out you've all been horrible the whole time.
That you're all murder hobos the whole time.
Exactly.
The
All
world thinks
those-
of you as bad guys.
All those goblins you killed were polymorph human children.
No, the orphanage.
Yeah, somebody's been playing with your mind, and that's what you saw. It wasn't really what it was. All right, so let's jump into our campaign. Let's get back. We are right in the middle of a giant fight. I'm hoping some players get beat up and hit and knocked down tonight. We'll see if some more rocks take some people off their feet. That's my favorite part of the game. But we're going to jump back in at the top of the round. You should be able to see my screen at this point. And it starts us off with our Spellsinger Ka'FeyBlak is up and ready to go. You've got some orcs around you, but you got a high AC, so let's see what happens. What are you going to do?
All right, I will take a swing at the southwestern guy first.
All right. The 11 will not be a hit.
And I will take a second swing.
18 would be a hit. Same guy, right?
Yes.
Southwestern. All right. So okay. So first shot. Let's get the damage on him. First shot scrapes across his leather armor as he kind of dodges out of the way of your first blade, and it kind of maneuvers him into a perfect position to be hit by the second blade, which gouges deep into him. Blood starts splurting out, flows down his leathery, crappy armor that he's wearing. He kind of stumbles a bit, and you can tell that the gash is deep and probably near fatal, but he's still standing, he's still growling, and he spits out blood as if he's still going to try to attack you back. So he almost goes down, but not quite.
All right, for my final attack, my hasted attack, same guy.
Same guy. 12 misses, so he again dives completely out of the way, knowing that this next blow will definitely kill him if you even grazed him. And so he throws himself forward, and you cut again a nice big long gash along the back of his leather armored breastplate that he's wearing. And it cuts the armor, but it does not dig into the orc himself.
Ooh, makes me mad. All right.
Yes, nice. Blade Song goes down to 9 at that point, but everything else should still be up. Just to refresh for any of those that are joining us, Blade Song would be up. Did you have anything else up? You don't have Mirror Image or anything else right at the moment?
Haste.
Oh, Haste is the other thing you've got. All right, so, and that's your concentration
Yes.
thing at the same time. Perfect. All right. That brings us to Edrim Mini Paws, our druid. You were running over to help out near Coffee. It's your turn. What would you like to do?
He was attacking the one to the southwest, and I believe that leaves the two north of him undamaged. Is that correct?
Yeah, thus far as you are looking at these orcs that have run up, they do appear not to have taken any damage thus far.
Okay. I'm going to cast a hold person at 3rd level that will affect both of them.
Sweet. Let's see the text in the chat log so we can all read about it. So 60-foot range, concentration up to a minute. You get to choose a humanoid that you can see. They're going to make a wisdom check or be paralyzed. And then if you have cast it at higher levels, you can do an additional humanoid. All right. So 2 wisdom checks. Now your spell DC, remind me of what that is.
15.
15. So wisdom check number 1 will be the guy closest to you. So let's see how the DM's rolling tonight. No, he's going to be paralyzed. So you see him mid-stride just kind of slide to a halt, and then his body is frozen rigid. And you can tell that your hold spell has taken effect on him. Let's see what the other guy does. And actually, after we do this, tell me what this actually looks like. How does Edrim... Oh, yeah, he fails it too. So both of them fail it. Tell us what it visually... Like, what does the party members see as you're doing this? How do they know you've just cast this spell?
Well, being a druid, these two are suddenly held in place by phantasmal plants.
Nice. It's all psychological to them, but they're just rigid, can't move, can't act, so they're paralyzed now. The difference would be, I believe, if they take damage, does it break it?
Damage does not, but they get a wisdom saving throw every turn.
Okay. All right, well, they are stuck in place. All right, good job.
That will be my turn.
Edrim has finished, which would swing us down to our bard, who is staring a couple of orcs in the face.
I am.
Ardreth.
And I decide, since we already have lightning, it's time for a little bit of thunder. So I do Thunder Wave as a 2nd level spell, which should be 3 die 8 and if successful, knocks them back 10 feet.
All right, so they get con saves. So first one close to you, and okay, first one, second one. Oh, both make their con saves. So we'll see what happens here. Still might be enough to kill them though. They take half damage on a save.
Half damage on a save.
All right, so each one takes 7 points and are not blown down. These guys are tough. They're snarling. You're in kind of a ravine area at the back of like what would have been like a box canyon kind of thing. And so reverberating off the walls, and you probably even see not literally like an avalanche, but you see some small rocks and pebbles shake down the sides of the mountain and cause many little landslides. Nothing big, but as the thunder wave itself reverberates off of the walls, makes a ton of noise once again.
Nice.
But these guys, like, it blows their hair back. It almost looks like a big gust of wind hits them. But they hold on. They kind of steel themselves. They get in a crouch stance, and they did not seem to be as affected as you had hoped this spell would do to them. So,
but there's more.
Yep. So you got
because
bonus
I can
action
use a
or movement.
cantrip, I will use Eldridge Blast as my. Oh no, you can't use it as a cantrip. It's actually a spell, isn't it?
Yeah, you can only do one spell per turn.
It would have been fun. Oh well.
Yeah.
So at that point, oof.
So bonus action and a movement you should still have left to you.
Yeah, but if I flee, then they'll hit me anyways, which they're going to do next round. So what difference does it make if I'm here or away from them? So I will stay, and I will cast my last Bardic Inspiration on... Let's got to see the distance here. It doesn't... 60 feet, okay. I can just barely get Graybeard with it. So Graybeard,
okay.
You get Bardic Inspiration.
Nice. Thank you. Is it a
And that
D8
should
or
be
a
my
D10
third.
now?
It's a D8.
Okay. Put one
Yeah,
here
I think
to remind me.
just to recap from last week's, I believe on the board we have Finn, now Graybeard, and Harshnag himself have
Yes.
Bardic Inspirations. All right. Sweet.
And since I'll take the same amount of damage whether whether I disengage in combat or stay, I'll stay.
All right, makes sense. They snarl and growl at you. Looks like maybe their ears are bleeding a little bit from the thunder wave sound, but are still there. And that brings us around to the fire giants. Well,
and that wasn't a concentration spell, so the lightning storm does stay up.
Yeah, yep. And there's a lightning storm above us at this point too. So to welcome Ian back, we probably should just throw a rock at her from one of the fire giants. I mean, that's just it's just the only way you get.
If you take her down in a single hit, you're a jerk.
I am.
I'll volunteer
jerk,
for a rock
one.
right now since it's got to go through these two orcs.
Yeah, number one. No, so we have some fire giant action here. They're going to start beating on Harshnag. Problem is, the good thing for Harshnag is his wearing plate mail that looks quite intricate, has several runes carved into it, brightly glow as he's fighting and warding off these two fire giants by himself so far. But these guys are swinging these giant great swords. So the first one that the most damage and was the first one actually is the you guys know him as, where'd my name go? Gortak is attacking Harshnag with two of these great sword strikes, so he swings twice. So first one, just hits Harshnag for 30 more points. So another giant sparks crash off of Harshnag as a greatsword bites into him, gets another gash and begins to bleed. Second greatsword strikes, misses, and we see Harshnag's big great axe parry the greatsword away and not allow himself to be hit. And you guys can hear the clang and the sparks come off of that also. And this sounds like when these two things are hitting each other, This is like you're at a war. These are like cannons going off or ships in the sea crashing into each other. I mean, the sounds they're making, these guys are hammering each other, is epic. The second one wants to jump into the fight and make sure that Harshnag goes down, so he throws his 2 shots at Harshnag also. First one misses. Harshnag is able to pivot once again, and it clangs off of his greatsword, making sure that the sword does not injure Harshnag. And then the final greatsword swing at him also misses. Harshnag is able to parry 3 of the blows, only taking 1 of them. He's a badass. All right, he's sticking into it. 2 fire giants. He's taking them on. This is why we know him as the hero Harshnag. But let's continue. The Orogs are with the Orcs, so they are not yet. So that would bring us to Graybeard, our dwarf.
Hey, Finn, the aura around you, what does that do?
That is bonus to all your saves for my charisma, so it's going to
That's
be
what I thought.
+3.
Okay. So since they are getting advantage on me anyway, I am just going to go all reckless. I get enemies all around me, so I get advantage on attacks. So let's start killing.
Who are you attacking first?
I'm gonna kill this orc first.
Okay.
Because he's standing on top of one of his dead buddies already. And so just wipe him with a great axe with advantage.
Yep. So the 18 will strike.
Okay.
It's a good thing you had advantage.
Yep.
Yeah, that's enough to cleave him straight down. He goes down. 2 bodies now laid to the east of you, dead on the ground.
Okay. Now this one to the north of me.
Okay.
I'm going to second attack on him. Whirling my axe around.
Look at some of those rolls.
Woo!
17 is a miss.
Oh, you freaking frack at me. All right. And then as a bonus action, I will take a swing at the same guy.
Still got inspiration.
Oh, yeah. Good call. Oh, I'm 1 point off, but it's the good time to use inspiration. Even if I roll a 1, I think I hit him. 18 armor class, right? Well, anyway, I'll roll it.
Yeah, definitely roll it.
For mechanics' sake, a D8. So that's 20.
Yep. The inspiration from the bard allows you to, at the last moment, adjust your aim that was going to miss, and you're able to hit the Orog in plate mail.
More like, arrgh, and then I'm like, Ardreth's words are like, hey, don't miss, dummy. And and it sticks in the orc's neck. Orog's neck, I should say. Wait, chunk.
Yeah, so you see he now has a gash. It's caught a big chunk of the armor's got a nice dent in it from your great axe. There's some blood coming down from the wound, but he does not seem to be too deterred yet.
All right, well, then that's where Graybeard goes all frenzied and uses his bonus action to, like, lump him a second time, like, must kill fire giants. And so...
Yeah.
Boom! Critical!
Oh, killer. 22, huh?
Nice.
Yeah, so you cleave into his midsection, and it drives him to the ground, drives him to his knee, and it looks like he's about to fall off your axe, and then his hand reaches up and grabs the handle, and he looks at you, and he smiles, spits blood out, and you just yank your axe out of his hand, and you realize it has not yet felled this orc.
Oh my god. Alright. I still get the message across that I gotta kill you guys so I can get on to fire giants.
Yeah, that was an epic hit, though. Crazy. All right, rage goes down to 9. You've used your bonus action. I assume you're not going to use any of your movement.
Nope, I'm right there. in for the duration.
And that brings us to the orcs. All right, so over on the left, we have 2 orcs that are paralyzed. But on their turn, let's go back up to that hold a second. Is it at the end of their turn or the beginning? At the end of each of its turn, the target could make another wisdom saving throw. So let's get those 2 out of the way. They won't be able to act. This will be the end of their turn if they make it or don't make it, but let's find out. So orc closest to Edrim needs to make a wisdom check against spell DC something, which I always forget. So
It was
still,
15.
Yep, that one's still stuck. And this one was a 14, but he needs a 15. Is that what you said?
Yes.
All right. So both are still being held. So that they can't do anything. This orc that just got hit by Coffee is going to take a swing back. He has a great axe. Anything else that he wants to do? Nope, just great axe swing. So he rolls an 18. I think that's too low.
Too low.
Yeah, I think you're at 22 is what we have you listed as. Okay. So yeah, his great axe swings across, but the whirling defensive blade dancing that Coffee is doing easily deflects the great axe away, and is not able to find purchase on this wily elf. Moving over to the right, we have an Orog that is attempting to hit Finn. At this point, he's still trying to knock Finn off of Nod. So it's going to be 2 great axe attacks towards Finn. So he rolls a 14, which is probably just bangs off your shield.
Yep.
And then the second one is a 20.
Bang.
All right, so, bang, like, doesn't do anything, or...
Bang off my shield.
Oh, yep, another one off the shield. Yeah, what is yours at? What's your AC currently?
Currently, I'm at 25.
Holy crap. I'm going to put that in the red box, I think, so I can see it. All right, you're 25. Yep, I got Coffee at 22. Good. Okay. So you're pretty invincible. Nice. He's not able to do anything, so let's move over to the Orogs that are near this foaming at the mouth dwarf.
Clearly forgetting the 32-point rock you hit me with in the first round.
Apparently that's all it's going to hit you is rocks. Nothing else is going to get through. So the dwarf, the guy to the north of you that you nearly rended in half, but not quite, decides to hit you as hard as he can with 2 great sword axes at advantage. Since you were frenzied. 12.
Yeah,
that hits.
miss.
Next one. 23. 8 slashing. One to the south who's not been damaged yet. He tries to swing at you while you're trying to dodge the Orog to the north. So we get a 12.
Oh!
Miss. Rolled it twice. It's good. And a 19
Crunch.
for 11 slashing.
All right.
All right. Smiles has an Orog on him. Here comes a great axe hit. 22, so for 12 slashing. I assume that. Does he go down?
That might put him down.
All right, put him unconscious. We'll do that. So Smiles is struck asunder. Although he does have a decent AC, it's not enough to withstand this great axe from this Orog. And the Orog lifts his axe in the air, gives out a harsh growl in victory, maybe even steps on Smiles as he moves past him, and then attempts to join into this fight against the Paladin. He is going to swing his axe, and this is a cruel and mean Orog. He's going to swing his axe twice at Nod. So he rolls a 13. That might not be enough. For our lion.
Nope.
And then the second shot. 14.
Nope.
Oh, nice.
He's
not
actually.
able to get.
Oh, you know what? I take it back. 14 will hit.
Oh, okay. Then 15 slashing to Nod. So Nod takes a gash across his back flank. All right, that brings us down to these stalwart orcs at the bottom who have survived a thunder wave from our bard. They are not happy about it. They want revenge.
They couldn't hear that it was their turn, though.
Yeah, didn't quite hear it, so they're just going to swing at the silence. And here comes attack number 1. An 11, which should miss.
Misses. That
And then
didn't.
a 21 for 13 slashing. All right, so we see a great axe bite into one of the arms of our bard, and some blood drains out onto his armor.
I'm going to yell out, Ian, 10 gold says you can't kill them both with one arrow.
Yeah.
There you go. So either that was...
Just pure silence from
RBF. Just the RBF. Got it.
All right, so that brings us to Finn. You are up. That'd be Finn, Smiles, and Nod are moving.
I don't think Smiles is moving at all. Finn, on the other hand, is going to attack the Orog to the upper left of him. Oh, actually, first thing he's going to do is bash him in the face with his shield again.
Okay. That's a contested one.
Yeah. Oh.
Contested what though? Strength?
If he doesn't have athletics or acrobatics.
No, I don't think most PCs don't. NPCs don't. Yeah, strength. Okay. Yeah, that's his better stat. So we'll roll that one. Yeah, 6 would not counter your 24.
All right, and I will do 2 hammer blows to him on the ground.
All right. So a total of how much?
Is that that'll be a crit on that 26?
Right.
So
That's
that's
what the second.
14.
Okay.
And then next attack. 16.
Miss.
Yeah, I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, I'm also going to smite.
Oh, snap.
And I'm going to use a Wrathful Smite.
Okay.
So he's taken 24 altogether, and he needs to make a save.
Well, how much did he take in the second one? I already took the first damage off.
All right. 10.
10. All right, and then a save, wisdom save.
Wisdom.
All right, wisdom. Let's go to that. What's your DC?
14.
He successfully makes it. and he takes both blows. Blood coming out of multiple wounds. He appears to be on his last legs, but is not expired quite yet. He yet breathes and blinks his eyes at you and growls from the ground.
Okay. Nod will also attack.
An 11 would be a miss.
He's attacking with advantage.
Oh, yep, 20. Yep.
For another 6.
Yeah, that would be enough to finish him off. Nicely done. All right. More?
That is it.
Oh, I'm sure you got more you could do. Come on.
Oh, smiles.
Death save. Ooh, one fail. Could be trouble. All right, you gonna move? You're just staying there.
That orc took a swing at me, so I'm going to about face on him.
Okay. But that, yeah,
Or
you
I-
wouldn't use
sorry.
any. Yeah, okay. That brings us to Ian.
Right. If I shift over next to Graybeard, are they still attacking him with pack advantage at that point? If I'm next to him?
Number one, if they had pack advantage, yes, but they don't.
How'd they get advantage on him last time?
They got advantage because he did frenzy.
Oh. Shit, there's nothing I can do to save there.
But yeah, if they had pack tactics, even if you're there, it doesn't matter. The rule is if they have an ally within 5 feet of the target they're attacking, they get advantage. But these guys do not have pack tactics.
Yep. Okay.
All right, Ian, our ranger returned, is up.
We had quite the discussion about your many bow options while you were gone.
There are a lot. And after I got the oath bow, I had even more.
Yep.
By the way, there is a thunderstorm going over right now. So my internet goes down every once in a while with a just sudden surge of power. This is one of those such moments where my modem is restarting itself. So I'm on Discord on my tablet. So I'm going to talk as long as I need to. I'm like, I think a minute away from this restarting, from allowing me to have internet
two
access.
orcs pretty close to you that are attacking Ardreth, or you can ignore them and shoot at the giant again. Those are really kind of your options.
How is Ardreth looking?
Oh, he looks fine.
Stunning as always.
I think it's always blood.
I mean, there's some
burning
fear
out.
in his eyes, but you know.
There's some fear in his eyes. Is there just blood pouring out of every which way of you, Ardreth?
No, he's like barely scratched, I think, right?
I'm a quarter scratched.
Oh, you're a quarter scratch. Oh, psh, I say. So,
Yeah, he's got more hit points than you.
I know. That sucker. All right, so I have Hunter's Mark up on that giant. That
Yeah,
I'm
on
attacking.
Gortak, the fire giant to the north of you is where your hunter's mark is.
Oh, I hate it when it does that. It just switched me over to this Discord. So Gortak, the evil guy.
Yeah.
And he has been damaged, right?
Yes, definitely.
Oh, snap. Alright, so I'm gonna attack him. He is my favorite enemy. He has Hunter's Mark on him. He has been hurt. And this is my oath bow.
Yeah. You swore your oath on him.
Alright, so there's the first attack, hopefully. Ah, 16.
No. So you see the arrow, this black arrow, shatter off of his plate armor.
And then I clicked it. Is
We'll
it
give it a
going?
second. It might.
It might. The other one is just without. Oh, well, I guess I still need it. This is regular 100. Will you please? 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 Oh, there we go. Oh my god.
Yeah,
my god.
We got enough of them now.
Oh,
I think
25.
you just get to pick which one you want.
Yeah, just the highest. No, 25 seems
Oh,
good. That's definitely a hit.
All right. Well, I wish I had Colossus Slayer on there, but that'll do.
Nice.
21. Get wrecked. All right.
Yeah, that
And-
black arrow sinks deep into him.
All right. And I'm just gonna take a scooch. This way. I'm just gonna move to the side a little bit, and that's gonna be the end of my turn. I just need to zoom in.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
I think she meant move
Alright.
closer to me, to the orcs. I think that's what she really meant.
Yeah, it
No.
looks like she's moving away. It's really weird.
Yep.
It's a visual trick of
I
the.
have a
of the-
long memory.
All right, so that brings us to Harshnag at the bottom of the round here. He gets to swing back at these fire giants that are trying to hit him. So he swings back at Gortak, who just got an arrow slashed into him. Let's see how my rolling does for him. 15 would not be a hit. Misses on the first swing. Tries to reverse, come around with a backhand, and misses a second time. With his axe, he is unable to find purchase on the fire giant ahead of him. Not looking good for Harshnag if
Bardic
that keeps
Inspiration?
up.
That wouldn't help him at all.
The 15 possibly. The 13. Ooh, I'd have to get the 8 there. He'll try it maybe for the first one. Yeah, so it's just a 1d8. Let's try that. The nice thing about Bardic Inspiration is you can wait till you've rolled. Oh, well, either one of them would have
Yes! Woohoo!
all right. And
I may not do that much damage on my own, but at least I can help somebody.
Yeah, brings us back to the top of the round. But I think what we'll do is take our first break of the evening. We're at our 8 o'clock Eastern time. We'll take our 5-minute break, let everybody get some water, use the restrooms, reboot modems if they need to. And we'll come back and we will finish up and we will start the top of the round with our Blade Singer, Ka'FeyBlak, once again. We'll jump into the fray and we'll see what happens. So stay tuned and we shall be right back in 5 minutes. All right, we're back. Top of the round. Switch it back over to our map so you can see. Zooming in to Coffee's scene of carnage here. Coffee, you were up.
All right. One more short sword to that dude I keep trying to hit.
Yeah, 17 would strike him. 10 would put him down. Go ahead and describe it.
All right. I'm going to basically trip him and stab him without even looking as I turn to the next. So plunge one into the ground, and then my next attack is on the guy to the northwest.
All right. Let's look at the paralyzed condition here real quick. Because I'm thinking you get advantage would seem to make sense, but paralyzed means you're incapacitated, can't move or speak. Creature automatically fails strength and dex saves. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
Ooh.
So you'll get a crit hit.
I set them up for you.
So I just roll a d6 again.
Yeah, the whatever the weapon damage is.
So that's a 13 total.
All right. And actually, too, like one of your swords is the +1 sword, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, is that I'm guessing is the one you're always attacking with then?
Yeah.
You're not like using one sword and then another sword for the second attack.
Technically, I should be for the offhand. So I guess one of my attacks should be at a -1, which would probably be that one. Because I really have two attacks with the main and then one with the offhand.
Okay. All right. Well, keep that in mind then. So you get advantage. 17's a hit. 23's a hit. The 10 plus the 5 would be the 15, right? Would that be right?
I thought the first 10 was on the guy, just the guy killed.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. So it's 8 in the 5. I gotcha. 13.
Yeah, so
Okay. So he's still standing, somehow paralyzed.
All right, I'll give him my third final. I like paralyzed.
Yeah. Didn't even need it. Yeah. Yep, that guy goes down. You can describe that one.
This one, since he's paralyzed, is going to be one of those super, like, overly slow. Just line up his heart and then just, like, slowly push it in.
That's my murder hobo. Good job. Love it. Stare him in his eyes as it happens.
He makes him beg him first. Beg me to kill you.
Yeah, it's a kid's show. Yep. Good job. No one's making your guys' story out of a Saturday morning cartoon.
Everybody loves a white lion.
That's right.
That's true. Blade Song goes down to 8. You still have movement, and that would be it because you used your bonus action, I believe.
The guy next to me is paralyzed, yes?
Yeah.
Yep.
I am going to move over to help Graybeard and Finn right there.
All right. That would bring us to Edrim. Mini Paws is up.
I am going to take a bonus action and change into rhinoceros shape.
Nice.
And then...
Hold on. Give me a second. So your bonus action is your shapeshift, right?
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about what this looks like.
There really isn't much to see. He's so adept at this, and it happens so quickly that the human shape just goes away, and the rhinoceros shape is there. They're isn't much to see in between.
Okay. Let's see here. Take a second. Oh, I see. It's a pretty big file. Make a note to myself to shrink that token down. You crush everybody. Here's a question. Let me look to see how much room a rhinoceros takes up. I think it is 4 squares, but let's check.
Size large.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same as the brown bear, I think. So yeah, that's 4 square token. Okay. Let's go back. Those at home got to see the token screen where all the bad guys are. So you come here. Let me go ahead and let me set it up so you can move them. This is going to be Edrim. There you are. And you have sight. And then for a moment, I will just hide this one. All right, what's your hit points and AC for the rhino?
It's going to be 36, which is my current hit points, and AC is going to be 11.
Okay, I just put those in the bubbles so we know it's there. All right, so you have shifted into the rhino form, and it is now your turn. So that's your bonus action. You still have your regular action.
Yep. And I'm going to move, and I'm going to charge around behind Nod, and I am going to charge at the Orog to the north of Graybeard.
Okay.
Which is about 25 or 30 feet out of his 40 movement.
Okay.
And then I have Gore, +7 to hit. And if I hit, I get extra damage for the charge.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, 26 would hit. Did you roll twice?
Well, you usually do 2 rolls. Didn't matter after the first one, but
Yeah, you only do 2 if you have advantage or disadvantage. If you just have regular, you just roll 1. But yeah, you can do damage now. All right, so yeah, that's enough to kill that Orog. So you can go ahead and describe how that happens.
I gore him and then I trample him.
Nice.
Bone crunching.
All right, that will bring us to Ardreth. You have some orcs facing you.
I figured since Thunderbolt didn't want to work all the way last time, let's do it again.
Sure. What could go wrong? Thunder Wave or Eldritch Bolt? Oh, Thunder Wave.
Sorry, Thunderwave.
Yeah, so
At a second
another second level.
So 3, 1 die 8. Oh, yeah. Oh, yep.
Don't roll ones.
Oh, don't do that.
4s.
Split it right down the middle.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, well, it won't be enough if they make their save, so let's do that. I thought it was going to be enough.
So say they won't make.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be enough. It didn't matter, but it looks like it'll matter. So, okay, so these are going to be Constitution saves against your DC. Orc to the left rolled a 10. Orc to the right rolls a 14. What's your DC?
13.
So
oh no, hold on a sec. 14 is my spell save.
All right, one on the left you can describe how he dies, but the one on the right is going to survive.
Oh, the one on the left is torn apart by the thunder wave, and his blood and guts manage to splatter across his friend and blow back. The force is that great.
Nice. Nice. Turn away. Cover your eyes. If you're under 13. This is probably PG-13. All right. You still have movement or bonus action at this point, as another thunder wave crashes off the walls of the box canyon and rattles yet more rock slides and avalanches. Not big enough to reach any of you guys, but you can see them in the distance as rocks rumble and come crashing down the mountain sides.
So here's a question. Oh, it's an action, so I can't use it in a bonus action. Now, reaction, can that be used in a bonus action?
No.
Reaction can only be used if something
gotcha. As you
in
set
it says you
way.
can. There's a trigger to it. So like a melee reaction is somebody runs past you. Spell reaction would be if somebody does this, then you can react to this spell.
All right, then at that point I am done.
Okay. Brings us to the fire giants. All right, so let's bring their character sheets back up. It's around here somewhere. There they are. So Gortak is going to swing his mighty great axe at Harshnag, and as he does that, he yells to the other fire giant and tells him to take care of the small folk before they interfere in the fight. And you hear the other one grunt and begins to move off. So Gortak is going to attempt to grapple Harshnag and hold him. So we're going to do an opposed check of strength between the two. Oh. Fire giant may not have done as good. Oh, nice. So the fire giant has wrapped his arms around Harshnag, using his superior strength to restrain Harshnag as he grapples him and holds on to him. He's going to get right in front of him, too, as he does that. Harshnag used his bardic inspiration, so let's get rid of that. The other giant charges down. Let's go. Let's see. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Let's come down to here. So he makes a dash and attempts to get into this fight that's happening. But that's as far as he's going to get. Those two are struggling in a grapple. That brings us around to Graybeard, our dwarf.
No, right. So Graybeard is, hacking and chopping, and then all of a sudden the one he's fighting just suddenly like boom, just gets rumbled over and there's just gore on the ground.
And now you see a terrifying rhino right in front of you about to attack you.
I know. My inclination is to climb aboard and then crash into the fire giant. But Yeah, I can do that. I will get two opportunity attacks for leaving those two orcs space.
Yeah, they would get reaction attacks, so regular one swing attacks.
Coffee, is this an orc?
No, that's Smiles, who is currently
That's Smiles.
Oh, that's Smiles. Okay. All right. Yeah, man. Heck yeah. Now we got a barbarian pirate dwarf on the back of a rhino. This is amazing. All right. Do I have to make an athletics or anything to get up there?
Oh God!
Graybeard, you got to
yes,
run
come on.
around singing, "This is my horse. My horse is
You're a
amazing."
dwarf trying to climb a rhino. Yeah. I
Heck
think there
yeah.
needs to be a check.
Heck yeah. With
no
advantage.
saddle.
My horse
With
is
advantage.
amazing.
Yeah, 11's not going to make it.
No, I have advantage. I'm raged, dude.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, on athletics checks. Yeah, 19
Yep.
would make it. That's assuming Edrim will let you ride him. Let me say that first. Edrim, you have a reaction at this point to a dwarf trying to climb onto your back.
Step on his knee and leap aboard.
You can allow it or not allow it, I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll allow it. I was actually thinking of heading that way myself. I just didn't want to take it on alone.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So that will bring us. So you get 2 attacks, but also rage will go down to an 8. Now because you frenzied before, that's not every turn, right?
That's an every round thing. I can frenzy or not frenzy.
Oh, okay. So since you didn't frenzy this time, they don't get the advantage right now.
Right. Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. So Orog reactionary attack number 1 rolls a 14, probably not enough.
No, miss. Yay.
And then reactionary attack number 2,
No, that's a hit.
10 slashing.
All right.
All right, that brings us to.
Oh,
the
I
orcs.
should have done my attacks before I moved. Okay, I didn't call it.
Well, no, you used your action to get on him, so that would have been your action.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, coffee's there, so I'm thinking Orog number. No, you know what? I think he's going to ignore coffee. I think he would chase after you. So coffee, you get a reaction attack against the Orog that leaves that space if you want. 22 would hit. 10 piercing damage. Nicely done. So a long sword snakes out, or is it a short sword? Short sword snakes out and draws a cut across the Orog as he turns his back on coffee. All right, so he's going to move forward, and then he's going to Great Axe, apparently your brand new mount, as he tries to kill this rhino that this dwarf has just got on, and he's kind of bewildered where a rhino out of nowhere came, but he's just going to take his axe to it. So the first one.
You're a dead Orog.
Oh, 10 would be a miss.
That's correct.
And a 16 would be a hit for 5 slashing.
Yep.
So not too bad. Orog number 2 is still attacking. Will still try to take Nod down. He actually turned at this point, so he'll go after Finn. So 2 attacks on Finn. 16 would crash off the shield. Ooh, but gets a critical hit as it bypasses shield and armor to smash into Finn on top of Nod for 11 slashing damage.
Yep.
All right. We get another orc who gets to make a wisdom save. Nope, I don't think 13 makes it.
Oh, needs a 15.
And then one orc gets to attack, looks like Ardreth at the bottom. So he's going to move a square and take a great axe swing at Ardreth. For 21 AC, so that'll slash across, another gash on you. More of your armor has blood on it for 4 slashing damage.
Oh, 4. I like that one.
Yeah. That looks like it's it. And then it would bring us to Finn, our paladin.
Okay, I have the two of them in front of me. Which one is damaged?
The one more to the north is damaged. The other one's not been hit. Yeah, so one has some blood on him, and one looks like he's not taken any wounds yet.
All right, I will attack the one between Coffee and myself.
Okay.
I'll slam him with the shield first.
So I got an 18. Oh, yeah, good.
And then 2 hits with a hammer.
For 8. Okay. Minus 8. And then 16 for the second.
Yep. And Nod will bite.
Yep, we hit. And 4.
Boo.
All right. Anything else? Okay, so 1 success, 1 miss. Oh, okay, so nothing more on that orc. So that orc's been knocked to the ground. He's taken 2 hammer hits and a small bite to his leg. But he is still struggling. He's still kicking out, even though he's still on his back. He still has vitality in him, as he definitely still continues to draw breath.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us around to our ranger, who's in a thunderstorm at home. Hopefully she's still here. Ian is up.
So, can I still see this fire giant behind Harshnag?
You can see him. Yeah.
Okay, so he does not have total cover.
Normally, the way the rules would work, he would have some cover, but remember your oath bow negates cover.
Yes, except if it's total.
No, he would be. I would have only given him partial. I would not have given him total. They're both comparable in size.
Okay. All right. So I will hold up. Yeah, I will stay here, and I will hit him with my oath bow.
Okay.
And that fucking misses because that's my life, and I'm gonna try again.
So arrow shatters off the plate mail.
And that misses also, and
arrow shatters off.
I'm gonna move back.
All right.
Move back now, a few feet, and that's my turn.
Doesn't your oath bow? Do you get advantage with your oath bow?
Oh Lord. Maybe. Let's see. Luckily for us, I have oath bow up. Command phrase, your attack, sworn enemy attack, when you make attacks, oh, I do have advantage on the roll. What?
Yeah, you're super overpowered.
He remembers that from reading your sheet last week.
I wonder if that last one hit.
I remember thinking how OP that
bow the good
was.
one hit.
That's what I remember thinking.
Talk about OP, 31 for that first one, which would have hit with a 20.
Yeah, and then I think the second one would miss.
Yeah.
No matter what. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so another arrow crashes into him. It's like sticking out of his neck at this point. He has not gone down. He has not fallen over. He is still gripped Harshnag in like a bear hug. But he is definitely hurting. He's got a black arrow sticking out of his neck at this point, blood spurting everywhere.
And if anyone were looking at Ian, you would see that she just has like a smirk on her face. She's very pleased with that. And I move there, and that is my turn.
All right. So, yeah, moves further away from Ardreth. Love it. Harshnag is up. He's going to try to break the grapple. So that's a contested against him and Mr. Fire Giant. So there's a strength for our Fire Giant friend. Oh, he can beat this. Come on, Harshnag. Yes, breaks free of the grapple. So it's no longer grappled. Used his action to break that. Doesn't have a bonus action. I don't think is going to move. He's going to stay engaged with that guy. He's going to make sure that guy doesn't get free. So that'll bring us all the way back to the top of the round. And that'll bring us back to our Spellsinger Ka'FeyBlak is up.
All right, the Orog that is between me and Finn is getting an attack.
He's still on the ground, correct?
Yep, still on the ground.
So that's advantage.
Correct.
Oh, nice.
Yep, so that was strike. Okay, he's still alive. As a short sword pierces into him. And another strike.
And that should be for 10, because that one doesn't have the magic.
Okay, that's still enough to take him out, though. So you stab the guy on the ground. It kind of pins him to the ground a bit, and then you see the light go out of his eyes, and he stops moving as you pull your sword free. All right, bonus action. Oh, was your second attack?
I still have another attack.
Oh, you're still hasted, right?
Yeah. I will. This fire giant's coming right for it.
Yeah, charging in full speed.
All right, I will meet him and attack.
All right, so first thing you're going to do is make a strength saving throw. You are knocked prone.
Shouldn't that be acrobatics or something?
Nope, so strength saving throw DC 19. When you get into the space of the charging enemy giant. So it's basically the ground is shaking so much that you've lost your footing.
All right.
It's a significant amount of force as these guys are moving around. I'll just put a token on here real quick. Let's see. There's going to be a foot somewhere. How about that one?
All right, so that was my movement, so I still have my action, right?
I believe so. I don't think getting knocked prone loses any actions. Let's check. I'm pretty sure you still have yours.
All right, I will Misty Step.
Being prone. Yeah, you could still use an action.
All right, I'm Misty Stepping behind him into the standing up position.
Okay. All right, so that drops Blade Song down to 7, which I already got listed. That brings us to Edrim. Mini Paws is up. Menopause.
And there's still one Orog in front of me, right?
Well, there's one to the south of you.
Yes. How tattered does he look?
Not very.
Okay.
His armor still looks pretty pristine.
I am going to go for a Gore Attack.
Okay.
Nope, I don't think that'll do it.
No, that will not do it. Bonus action or movement?
For a bonus action, I'm going to expend 2 spell slots, 1 second level spot, and regain 2d8 hit points.
Okay. And then any movement.
Nope. I'm going to stay where I am.
All right. Sounds good. That will bring us to Ardreth.
I think this time we'll try Eldridge Blast and see if that can finish him off.
Oh, come on. Do another Thunder Wave.
Should be 1 die 10. I think we might need to save that just in case.
So you have to...
He does get a save, though.
No, Eldritch Blast, you have to actually hit him. So you've got to roll to hit.
Oh, hold on. Oh, ranged attack. Okay, sorry about that. So which one do I actually roll for the ranged attack, then?
Is it in your... Is it under your attacks and spellcasting?
I've got the spell loaded there. Yeah.
But it's in the middle
I launched
area?
it in there.
Let me look at the character sheet. Hold on.
All I've got are, if you click it, it displays the spell. If you hit the wedge, it just displays it to me.
No, Eldritch Blast is not... hold on, let me do it this way. Spells...
Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1 die 10.
There's Eldritch Blast. Did you just type Eldritch Blast in, or did you...
No, I hit the... If you hit the name itself with the wheel closed, it actually displays it in the font, or in the chat.
Right, but when you add it the correct way, it'll be on your front page, and it'll be inside the place like where your longsword is.
I did not add it the correct way.
Yeah, see how
I copy and pasted it over. Oh, there it is. Yeah. That just showed up a minute ago.
Yeah, I'm clicking things on.
Oh, you fixed it for me.
Yeah. So, but actually, it doesn't look like...
It didn't do anything.
Well, it doesn't have its attack property yet, so let me... Why did it not do that? Usually it does it automatically, but let's see.
Hey guys, hold on a sec. I gotta jump off here for a minute. I'll be back, okay?
Yep. It's an attack.
Did you drag and drop it from the SRT?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm gonna try that. So we'll fix this real quick. Eldritch Blast. No. My guess is maybe when he did his cantrips, he just put them in himself. So
probably just copy pasted.
There we go. It's gonna be there twice for him though. Let's see how that worked. Yeah, that one worked. Let's delete this one. If I can figure out how. Unlock. There we go. Now I fixed it.
Hey.
Okay. I'll roll for him since he's doing something, so we'll just roll. He got a 25, which would be a hit. So it'll be 1d10. He gets 8 force damage. And that will be enough to Eldritch Blast this orc off his feet. Puts a big hole in his forehead as he falls over. We'll let him come back and say if he wants to move or bonus action after that. So we can just move on till then, since he's out of immediate danger. So we'll just let that slide for the moment. And we will continue on. And we will go to, Fire Giant turn. So Fire Giant is going to go 30? Yeah. 30 feet to there. He runs over his full movement to the front like that. That is going to cause Edrim, Graybeard, Finn, and Nod all need to make strength saving throws.
Remember, you're all at +3.
Also, even if we're mounted?
Yeah, oh god, yeah.
What's
You're not
the
really in a
bonus?
saddle or anything.
Do I get attack of opportunity on him when he runs away from me? Like a coward?
You still would be able to swing. He didn't even see you. You just kind of phased out. Doesn't even know you're there.
He didn't even feel me.
Yeah, he's like, huh? What was that noise?
He just hears me go, drat!
Anyone know off the top of their head what the bonus is for 21 strength?
21 would only be a +5, I believe.
Okay, so I'm at +8 altogether. 5 plus
Yeah.
3 for...
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
because the aura. Gotcha, yeah. So Graybeard's okay. Stays on top of, as long as Edrim doesn't go down, yeah. Finn, so Nod didn't make it then?
Nod somehow falls.
Yeah, so Nod falls. You're able to roll off to your feet, though. We'll just put a little boot on him. Where do you want to go? What square do you want to go to? Off of Nod. Okay. So you're
How
no
about
longer
that
on
Orog?
him. Wasn't in range of the fire giant. And weird metagame wise, it says enemy. So somehow the allies aren't affected by that ability. Little metagame.
That's crap.
I'm going to say it's because they work with the giants quite often, and they're very good at keeping their feet as they run around and not getting underneath them. Seems reasonable.
You just gotta jump every time they step.
Right. It's like the elevator thing. If you jump it right at the last minute and it hits the ground, you won't crash down to the ground. It'll just be like you just jump up a little.
So here's an idea. We should be tracking how many giants we kill, and once we get to like 10, can we get like a skill that doesn't affect us?
There you go, yeah. I think that's a great one. What if we also give the fire giants for however many humanoids they kill? What's their level up?
Deal.
They've already got it. Every time they throw a rock, they've gotten really good at timing where you're going to go. There's no dodge and weave with a boulder, apparently.
Actually, and what about your saddle, Finn? Is there anything about that saddle?
Well, he can't be dismounted unless, he wants to, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, but Nod's definitely laying on the ground. So I guess you can be laying on the ground in the saddle with him. Or
that doesn't sound very good.
No, that doesn't sound good to me either. Or you can jump free and just land on your feet as normal.
I think of those two options, I'm going to jump free.
All right. Cinematically, it'd be cooler if you're stuck underneath Nod, though.
My leg broken.
Yeah, in the Brockheimer movie, that's how it would be. There would be an explosion.
I would have a grenade under me though, and that giant leans in to taunt me. I boom right in his face.
Yeah. Yeah. Catapults with fireballs would be coming in about now. Okay. So Mr. Fire Giant rushes in. Now, who's he going to attack? I mean, funny as it sounds, it would seem to me like the rhino would just be a big target. I mean, it's the biggest thing there.
Just random it.
Random it. He's not random. These guys are smart. Intelligence 10.
Okay. 10. I'm going to punch him in the face with my shield and knock him down, though. You wait.
Uh-huh. I don't think it works on them. But let's do this. Let's go.
Still gonna try.
Great sword against yeah, I mean that rhino is just a giant target. It's big. It's the biggest thing there. The lion's fallen over. He's going for the rhino. 2 great sword swings towards the rhino. So an 18 for 31 slashing.
Yep,
from
that's
a
a hit.
greatsword. If you don't fall over, he'll strike you a second time.
Oh, he gets another shot.
All right. And then a 29 for 36 points of damage.
And the rhinoceros is unconscious, and Edrim is lying on the ground.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's go GM layer.
Being ridden by Graybeard.
GM, yes. Token layer. There we go. Object, and we'll put you right there.
Don't worry, my trusty steed, I will avenge.
Unconscious. So let's put a token there so we can see it. There we go. All right, that is Fire Giant's turn. Fire Giant at the top needs to take care of Harshnag. 2 greatsword hits to Harshnag. 22 hits for 30. Uh, 15 is a miss. Uh-oh, my rolls are starting to come around. It's getting better. All right. That is the Fire Giant's turn. That brings us to Graybeard. I hate to ask, Mr. Graybeard, but it seems like you didn't hit anybody last turn.
No, I was attacked. It doesn't matter.
Were you attacked?
Yeah. Like 2 attacks as I jumped onto the rhino.
Oh, reaction attacks. There you go. Good job.
Yep. So the only mistake I made there is I should have done all my... Oh, no, I had the action. I should have done my bonus attack on one of the Orrogs before I jumped on the rhino. The rage is now at, 11, 13 or so, because as cool as riding a rhino into battle was, this giant just slaughtered my rhino friend, so he's going to get all of my rage.
You didn't get to ride anywhere.
I know.
It dropped right off.
I know. Now, so I'm extra mad. So, woo!
So
27.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be hit.
And the second one of those.
Yep, be a hit.
And the third one of those.
Yep, be a hit. All right, several wounds on the shin greaves of the Fire Giant. He's going to need a new leg armor piece at the bottom there. Rage is down to 7 now. Any movement?
heck? Oh, so is he facing me or Finn or who's he facing?
Well, in this game, it doesn't matter, but he's kind of facing diagonally.
Yeah, he doesn't have any area of effect, or if he swings his sword, he doesn't hit all three of us or any of that garbledy-goop, right?
No.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, well, then I'll maintain contact and get behind him. But I guess I stay right where I am.
He does have giant deals double damage to objects and structures, but no, nothing else.
Yeah, all right.
All right, that brings us to the orc. If there are any left, let's see. It seems to be a bloodbath of orcs. Oh, this one is no longer held, number one, because somebody went unconscious.
Yep.
So he gets to run back into the fray. So where's he going to attack to? So there's no longer an elf in front of him. He looks around. Oh, he sees a juicy ranger down at the bottom. Can he get to her? He tries for it. 30. So he can get to, let's see. You can get to there. Bonus action. 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. Then she's going to run away from him. So he's going to throw his javelin at her. So a javelin, this orc throws a javelin at this ranger down in the bottom. Nope, not melee. It would be a ranged attack. And misses horribly. It's going to die to an arrow.
Ha!
All right, so Orog. Any Orogs left? There's one Orog left. Ha! Coup de grace the Druid. No, I'm just kidding. Probably go after... He was going after Graybeard, so I'm going to say... Nod is still prone. He's going to move and still be in range of the lion. But that puts him in range of Graybeard, who is on the ground now. Go ahead and roll your athletics check when he, Graybeard, you get advantage. But this is for when he shapeshifts and now you're tumbling off of the shapeshifting. I just want to make sure you're still on your feet.
Okay.
As long as you don't roll like a 1 or something. Yeah, you're fine. Okay. So you've landed on your feet, axe at the ready, and this Orog runs up and tries to hit you with 2 great swords, and I assume he gets his advantage.
Yep.
But don't roll the fire giant because he's an Orog. That's not the right one. That one. So, numeral uno. 5 slashing damage as his great axe hits into your back. Takes a second chunk out of you. No, he doesn't. 15?
Nope.
No.
Woo!
So misses on the second.
Tink, tink. New armor.
That's the only Orog alive. That's the orc alive. So I think we're done there. Brings us to Finn. Standing.
Alright, he will bellow a challenge that stupid fire giant and kick him in the knee.
Roll to kick.
Just left the game by accident. Hold on.
Yeah, all right, you're gone. You're done. Paladin out, dead. You see a big bright white light flash, and the Paladin's gone as the armor splits apart. Carillion has taken his power back, and you just see a disheveled, shrunken elf laying on the ground naked.
What I clicked on that dumped me out of the game. That's interesting.
$19 is a... What is that? Is that a hit? Fire giant. 19 is a hit. Yep. 10.
Alright, he will smite. I'm going to do Wrathful again. for 13 all told, and he needs to make a save.
What kind of save?
Wisdom.
Verse what?
14.
14. Nope.
He is frightened of me.
All right. What is that going to do? Let's look it up. Frightened condition. Okay. So he can't willingly move closer to you. And he
And
gets
disadvantage on ability and attacks.
Yeah. All right. Sounds decent. It's a good hit.
I shall pummel him again.
Okay, 10 points.
And I am going to burn a second level smite. For 20 altogether.
All right, more damage to the fire giant. All right, still standing. What are you gonna do with Nod? And what are you gonna do with
Nod stands up.
Yep.
Can he get into range?
Well, I'm sure his movement's pretty good.
If he has 15 feet left. Yep.
Actually, just in the spot he's at, he's already in range of the fire giant, unless you're going somewhere else.
Nope, but he'll take a chomp at him.
Don't go diagonal. Do there. All right. So he can either chew on the Orog or the fire giant at that point, because the fire giant is all of those, is the 9 squares, not just the circle of his token.
Oh, well, he'll attack the Orog then.
Okay. No. Does not get through the plate mail armor of the Orog. And we need a death save for Smiles. He's 1-1. Oh, he's 2-1 now. Could be it.
No, he's dead.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a
it's a
double
1.
loss.
It's a crit.
He degraded.
He's frowns now.
Father.
You guys let him die. So many healers in the group. That is
Are you
so
sure an
Second
arrow
death.
didn't arrive at that moment?
By Ian. Nice.
There's a black arrow sticking out of him.
I don't think she'd waste a black arrow on Smiles.
No, not worth it.
Oh, that's
She
hilarious.
both bowed him.
I can't believe you let him die after we put all that work into him. All right, Ian is up. There's an orc who's thrown a javelin and missed wildly. He has a little bit of fear in his eyes now because he was really hoping that javelin would hit you.
I pay zero attention. Zero
just
attention to
ignored
this
him.
orc. I didn't even move and he missed me. So I just run up here next to my buddy Ardreth and I take another 2 shots at this giant. As an aside, did I ever throw any arrows into your bag of holding, Ardreth?
I don't remember any arrows going in my bag.
I think Graybeard.
All
has a ton.
told, I have 140 arrows for you.
All right. Oh, 17 doesn't hit, but that 33 does. Well, it's okay. I have another 10 arrows to go.
All right, yeah, 23. Which guy?
23 hits for 33 damage. And I missed the second attack.
Well, you don't need a second arrow for that guy. First arrow strikes true.
Ooh.
And you're able, yeah, the fire giant takes another black arrow to his head and keels over as he succumbs to the amount of arrows and great axe damage from Harshnag, and I think that's everybody that hurt him. Oh, and some lightning damage, I think, was hit him also. He is felled. You hear a big crash to the ground as plate mail and this giant falls to the ground.
And it is very faint, but you hear it. You just might be able to hear Ardreth, but you hear a huff from Ian that maybe might be laughter. You're not too very quickly. And yeah. Oh, well. And so my next attack, it's not an Oathbow attack then. I mean, it would still miss.
I think it's still a 1, yeah. But yeah. I mean, you could still decide who you want to fire it towards, but
it would have been towards the other giant.
Yeah, okay, so it kind of flings into that mass melee, but doesn't strike true.
Mm-hmm. All right, sweet. And that was my...
So it did hit... it did hit Smiles.
It hit Smiles.
It's just dead body. Insult to injury.
Harsh.
That's my turn.
All right.
Look out, Rick and Stark. Look out.
So Harshnag is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to tackle Coffee. No, just going to keep going. 20. He's going to get close, but not quite there. As he comes back into the fray. That brings us back to the top of our round. We're going to go ahead and take our last 5-minute break of the evening, and then we'll come back at the top of the round with Coffee, our Blade Singer. We'll make a decision on where he's going to go next, and we'll see what happens. So stay tuned. Still a little bit of a fight left, but it seems like the party has it in hand. But you never know. The rolls could go against him. Stay tuned. Don't go too far. We'll be right back. All right, jumping back in for our final hour of Storm King's Thunder on a Monday night. Let's get back into it. Top of the round, Bladesinger Ka'FeyBlak is up. It's all yours, Ka'Fey. Oh, you guys hear me?
Yep, yep.
Yep, you're up, Ka'Fey.
All right. I will swing around the backside of Giant and throw in my 3 attacks.
First one strikes true. Second one strikes true.
That would really be a 19 and 8 damage. I gotta make a new macro for the unmagical one. And that one's magical.
Okay.
So that would be 31? No. 32.
Damage?
I'm sorry, 30. Total.
Oh, but 10 more. I was doing them as they were rolling. Got it.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are throwing me off with the totals because I'm doing them as I see the attacks.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
That's it.
Blade Song goes down to 6, and Haste, I believe, are on the same timer. That brings us to Edrim, who's unconscious, needs to make a death save.
Yep, and I do get a +3, correct? Because I'm still near Finn.
It's a fantastic question. Did we look that up before? Finn?
Say that one more time.
Does he get a +3 to death save?
No, he wouldn't from there.
Okay.
That's a good question, but I don't. He's out of the range.
Okay, one fail. Don't roll a 1, Edrim, because your friends will not heal you. Do not roll 1s. Ardreth said he was going to Eldridge Blast. Mr. said Orc. He's going to move and get next to Ian.
No, wait a second. I'm sorry. Where are you at?
Where's who?
Edrim.
I
Can't
am
see
right
him.
next to you.
Wow, +3 wouldn't matter. It'd still be an 8. And I don't know, does the ability say ability checks, or what does it say?
It says saving throws. Sorry, I thought that was Ardreth next
Yeah,
to me.
Death save is its own thing.
I don't know, dude. Hold on, I'll look it up.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Death. Well, no, death saving throw. So maybe whenever... No, it calls it a saving throw, so I think that would count.
Yeah.
I think if it just said death save, I don't know if I would let it, but I think it says saving throw, so I'm gonna let that count. All right, yeah.
Well,
so the
or
magic
be
of
a
the paladin.
death check.
But it's still an 8, so it's still 1 fail so far. Oh, I need Ardreth's character sheet, don't I? Because he's going to fire off an Eldritch Blast. He strikes true for 5. All right, that is his turn. Fire Giant turn. He's afeared of Finn. He can't move closer to Finn. So I'm guessing he's going to attack the... God, well... Graybeard did a lot of damage last turn, but then so did Coffee. Oh, and you're not prone, so let me take that off you. There we go. I'm gonna say he hits the dwarf. He's a giant. He hates dwarves. Great sword attack towards Graybeard. 24 slashing. Graybeard there, or is he gone?
I see an empty chair.
Ooh. Let's check his character sheet.
Put a red X on him for when he comes back.
Yeah, it looks like he'd still have hit points. So yeah, second swing. Oh, a miss. All right, so yeah, he gets one hit. I'll put it on his character sheet for...
The funny thing is, that's the only roll that would actually miss him, right? Does he have like a 13 AC?
No, he has armor now, right?
Yeah,
So
he's got
he's
it marked like an 18 or something, or 16/18 somehow. I don't know how.
That's
I don't know
not
what
a
that
true
means.
Barbarian.
Yeah, I don't know how
he's
he's
at
doing it.
18. Because of rage something, barbarian something, I think.
But his dex isn't that good. Oh, the strength somehow?
Well, he has good armor, doesn't he? Oh, I don't know. I wasn't here. I just heard he had armor, and I remember our past conversations.
He will explain it when he gets back. He has a breastplate?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, did they make it out of something for him? The dwarves?
We got it out of the armor of the guys that we rode to that place to from Silvery Moon.
Ah, yes.
All right. I think I've got it right. Okay, so that brings us... Oh, but it's his turn next.
I think
All right.
I hear him.
Let me bring his character sheet back up.
So Graybeard took
12 damage.
52 altogether.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Somebody adjusted it, obviously.
Yeah, but now it's your turn.
Ah, good.
Because I was trying to get your character sheet back up again.
Okay.
Yeah, you took a great sword hit.
A single greatsword hit. Mugger hugger. All right. Ragey goodness. Bam!
Yep.
There it is. That's the way. Three more of those, or two more of those. And crunch. 23 hit.
Yeah. Yep.
Bam! And one more. Roar! Bam!
Gee. Dice so mad at
54 altogether.
Yeah, all big chunks and big gashes out of his armor, all of his leg armor. It's the only pieces you can reach. He's staggers, bleeding from everywhere. Major arteries have been cut, but still standing barely.
I tried. I really
Orc's
did.
turn. So Orog is going to attack, I guess, the dwarf. Oh wait, did not attack him or the giant?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Not attacked him.
All right, yeah, he'll strike at the nod then. Great sword number 1 at nod misses. Great sword attack number 2 at nod hits for 5 slashing.
Ouch. Not cool, man.
I agree.
And then it would be Finn's turn.
You hit my lion.
Your soul has been wrenched as you realize Smiles has bled out on the ground. The charge given to you by your god.
Smiles who?
You feel a weakening of your divine power.
Is that giant still afraid of me? Because that's what my divine power is all about.
No, you see that seems to have dropped.
I'm still attacking him.
Yeah, it's your turn. 10 is a miss. 21 is a hit.
All right. My last second level smite. Oh no, I'm sorry. I can do first level smite for that. For another 14.
Yeah, that fells him. So you can go ahead and describe that.
That'll be a series of shots as he stomps on the toe and the giant bends over to go, oh, my toe, and then he'll bring that hammer right up into his skull. Which will explode through in a fiery burst of holy flame.
All right. You still have bonus action movement and nod.
He will mount up on Nod as the rest of his movement.
Okay. That brings us to Ian.
Whoa, Nod's going to attack.
Oh, go. Okay, go ahead.
And he misses.
Yeah, he dodges out of the way. Isn't mounting your guys' action, though?
It's my movement. It's half my movement to mount.
But it's not an action? Okay.
I don't think so.
All right. Ian, you are up.
I forget. Are orcs humanoids? Are they part of my favorite enemies? Or are they just orcanoids?
Orcs are humanoid.
Okay. Then I will take my hunter's mark from the dead giant and put it on this orc. The south direction for me. And I will attack him. He's taken damage. They've taken damage. So with my regular longbow, he's hunter mark, favorite enemy. Yeah. Slam. That one. That hit. I'm not on the right thing. Nothing happened. Okay. I'll try it again. Or should I just wait? Should I just wait for it?
Maybe wait a second.
I'll try it one more time.
Nope,
Okay.
something came through.
16?
Yeah, 16 would hit.
For 15?
Yep. And that would fell that orc.
Sweet. And this other guy...
Who I think I forgot to do anything with, but that's okay.
Is this guy still alive up here?
Yeah, yep. That's the only guy on the field still alive.
Alright. Is he a humanoid?
Orog is still considered an orc, so yes.
Favorite enemies. And he's taken damage, correct?
Yes.
Alright, so it would be this one. 18?
Yes, would strike the plate armor.
For 9.
Would not kill him.
That is my turn. Sweet.
All right, Arshnag sweeps in. Orog needs to make a strength check. DC 19. He misses. So here's where that rule would come in, right? Because it says he has tackle. And I'm not going to make Graybeard make the check. But that's where it would come in handy. Since it's his enemies. So And then Great Axe against... So this is a super hit. And kills the Orc.
Crunch.
Just smashes the Orog down into the ground. All right. Well, I believe we are now out of turn order. So there's quiet in the valley here. You guys are surrounded by carnage.
Our druid is on the ground, dying.
I was going
slowly.
to say, everyone has healer's kits, so we got them at the last when we armed up.
And there's 3 spare on Smiles.
So
Yeah. Nobody actually tried to heal him. I mean, why would we ever try that?
Druids don't want you to interfere with the natural order of things.
I will run over
True.
and
let him make his saves.
as
Let
I'm
nature decide.
as I'm
Oh my God, he's out.
No, he's not, because we all had actions first, because I was in the middle of a sentence.
Hey, his actions is as soon as yours action. I'm gonna let Edrim decide that.
All right.
Edrim, what happens?
2 deaths in a fight? No way.
I am actually torn, as I was just a fill-in player for Colonel, and he is returning. I'm okay with taking my bow out here and letting him take his space back.
Or you could
that's
be
epic.
scared. You could just be scared off. Near death, too much for you. Go back to the forest.
I'll let you decide, Edrim. You don't have to leave. It is totally up to you. Whatever you think sounds cool for the story.
I don't know. I'm still torn.
Roll
Right.
for it, man. It's D&D.
There's a few seconds. You see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know you'll be reincarnated as druids believe. Probably into a more significant, cooler creature form. But does he
Maybe
turn
a
back to go back to his friends? Were they his friends? Does he go to the tunnel? Does he go to the light?
Does he return to the city?
He goes into
And a half.
nod.
Does he have unfinished business?
He does. He has yet to kill any giant.
Mm.
Ooh.
So, yeah, I think he gets pulled back.
All right, so we'll let
And
somebody.
he needs to fight another day.
I believe the healing pack does an automatic stabilization, then, right? Or is it an
From the healing
advantage
kit?
roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, the healing kit.
Yeah, it's an auto.
Or half of you have spells that heal.
Well,
Yeah, I can give him a
that's-
point from lay on hands. And
Well,
shit
and that's
like that.
GB's pulling out his kit, and he's like, "What are you healer types? Druid down." And
Well, we all know what you can do, but what are you going to do is what I'm waiting to hear.
oh well, I guess I stabilize him as Finn hits him for a point.
Go for it.
All right.
And you don't roll, so you're just stable.
You just now have a point.
Yep, you're at 1 hit point. Laying on the ground.
I
Staring at
spent
the
a few
sky.
minutes just breathing and staring at the sky.
Fair enough. Fair play.
So what you can tell is Harshnag has several wounds on him. He took a beating in the fight. The party would begin to realize, if you hadn't seen it, that Smiles is down and has bled out. You realize that your druid just came back, but was definitely near death's door.
Oh no,
What's
what
the
a
group gonna do?
tragedy. Smiles is dead. Oh man. I'm so sad. Is the vibe for getting off of Ian?
Is the vibe okay?
Really?
When your god locks you out of heaven, you're gonna be pissed. I'm telling you. Call yourself an elf.
I loot the bodies down here. Is anything good?
11 hit points for Harshnag.
Okay. So you can cast a spell?
Yeah.
I'm Griffin the Giant.
Yeah, he kind of gives you a nod and gives you a gruff thank you as he feels the healing powers of the Druid.
Where are we, by the way?
Let me show you.
And 8 more for Harshnag.
It's like BT dubs.
Was anyone else hit besides Edrim and Harshnag?
Finn will partially heal himself with the rest of his lay on hands, but he blew most of his other spells on smites.
Yeah.
All right, so on the map, you can tell you guys are in the Frost Hills north of the Subrin River. That was between Rivermoot and Zymorvan Hall. So you guys are actually at the back of this kind of this cave. It's kind of like a box canyon back in there.
Did we? You know what? I'll figure it out in the VOD. Okay. Sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, and up ahead of you by a couple of 100 yards is the back of the cliff face where the mountain comes down, and it's up where the fire giants were, looking into what appeared to be like a cave entrance before they turned and came to attack Harshnag.
Alright. Well, I go picking up my arrows and looting bodies for cool things.
Yeah, you'd be able to get half your arrows back. Many of them you smashed on plate armor.
Yeah.
As far as weapons and armor, it's all the standard stuff that you normally would see. So, Orogs had plate armor, fire giants had plate armor. Everybody had great axes that are orc style great axes. The regular orcs had 3 javelins if they didn't throw them. So 1 or 2 were thrown, but not many.
Well, do we have room in the bags?
Each of the Orogs also had 3 javelins.
We're pretty packed over here. Have to check with Ardreth.
I have no idea what's in Ardreth's pack. Does he even have anything in this pack other than money?
Don't know.
Probably.
And like things, I'm assuming.
He was holding all your guys' money, right?
I think so.
Yeah, he's got a pretty full pack of stuff here, it looks like.
Like a 500-pound limit?
Yeah, 500-pound limit is right.
Oh well. I guess. I mean, does anybody want a full set of plate? Orogs?
I'm good. Smiles would. Oh, never mind.
Bum 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 bum.
You feel more of your divine power leaving your body?
I'm just sad.
I'm all for being a vengeance paladin. Bring it.
Against your god? You have failed your charge.
He abandoned me. I did what I was supposed to. Brought him back.
What would you like to do with your squire here?
We're gonna just bury him.
Right here?
Right here where he fell. In the stony earth.
Okay. Anyone happen to have a shovel?
Not good dig.
Oh, good. I was gonna say I got a bucket.
It's like I guess we have some plate armor we could use.
Oh, you guys get 2 rolls from your super favorite giant bag roll.
Yeah, heck yeah. That's what I said. I'd search the giant. D100?
Yeah.
Right.
So just one for each of them.
Ooh.
95.
My bow may be OP, but Graybeard.
So Graybeard, you reach into this giant's bag, and as you're reaching in, you feel like the end of feels like a rope, hempen rope. So you start pulling it out, and it's like goes for about 10 feet, and it feels like you're pulling something pretty heavy, and then all of a sudden a giant metal rowboat anchor tied to the end of it comes out.
And it's just like home.
Yep. Woo! All right.
Who wants to do the second one?
Now, Edrim is not really interested. Somebody else can take his role if they want.
Coffee said he was searching the other giant.
All right, roll 1d100.
What is it? 1.
I gotta get rid of my 1,000 d20s on here.
What we're going to do is we're just going to use all those d20s as your rolls from here on out. So keep that list.
Perfect.
And you'll mark them off throughout the campaign.
We don't want to waste processing power.
Yeah, I don't even need players, right? I just have you all roll 1,000 d20s, and then I'm good. And I can just go through and make up the story using those. Don't even need you. 39. What does 39 bring us? 39. Ooh, roll a... Oh, okay. So you pull out a 3-foot tall idol of Surtur.
Surtur. That sounds familiar.
Is it
And it's made of like
metal?
it's made of like a black rock of some sort. So you think maybe like an obsidian, probably.
All right.
And Surtur is...
Is that the demon from the Thor Ragnarok trailer?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's that guy. Let me look it up.
The really cool one at the end?
That's gonna get a fistful of Hulk.
Yeah. Does it
Oh,
look
it's not
that
in the
cool?
compendium. Ooh, let's Google it.
Surtur?
Yeah, Surtur. I think it's that guy. It's a fire demon.
He's a fire giant god.
Ooh. Well, that's oddly appropriate.
Yeah, it makes sense. Although they spell it differently. Oh no, it's there. Okay.
And it's 3 feet tall.
Yeah, 3 feet. So it's basically like like a something he used to say his prayers to, basically.
Is it taller than you, Graybeard?
Nope.
Just barely.
I played basketball. I'm 4'9". I'm a huge dwarf.
Yeah, god of fire giants and war.
And
Symbol
war.
is the flaming sword. Cool. Other than that, you get a bag of some coins. Where'd that go?
Okay.
How many
Some.
coins?
I'm like some.
Yeah, I'm looking for where I wrote it down. A total of 90 gold pieces, 20 platinum pieces. and 150 silver. And that's what you find.
I hope somebody wrote that down.
I did.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Lucian, I meant to ask you. Back at the Moldy Pear and Silvery Moon, Baron Oswell, the Zentarum rep, he slid me a bag of coin, and you never told me how many.
It's 5 copper.
Oh. It's a hard knock life for dwarves. Graybeard just was not going to fit in there.
It's a message that says you owe him.
Bastard.
No. Where'd I put that?
That has to be like 4 or 5 pages back. That's on. I wish I had my notebook. I have no idea where it is. It's somewhere.
Yeah, so it has various coins in it. So there are 8 gold pieces in that bag. And then there was 50 silver.
Okay.
And there was 5 platinum.
Right. Cool. And just so you know, there is a long sword with an asterisk by it. At some point, we will get that identified and found out. It was the one I found in Zentarum Keep.
We got to a Zentarum Keep? Zymorvan? What?
Zymorvan.
Yeah,
Zymorvan.
Zymorvan Hall.
Sorry. Zymorvan.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was like, they have a keep? And we went to it? What? I only missed like 2, guys.
They did a lot.
Did you miss the rug of smothering?
Yes.
Oh.
No idea what you're talking about.
All right, yeah, okay. You'll have fun with that one.
All right. So you spend, 10 minutes gathering bodies, looting bodies. But what's the group going to do now? Oh, are you gonna dig a grave here? Because that's gonna take a little time.
Nod goes to it.
All right, so like a 6-foot grave or just shallow?
Oh, he'll dig with his strong paws.
Hey, what's the proper burial?
Okay, so like 20 minutes later, he's got a big 6-foot burial hole.
Yeah, for a barbarian hillsman, I have no idea.
No, wait, he's not a barbarian hillsman. He's a paladin of whatever your god is.
He's a man of his people. Regardless of whose god he serves. We'll bury him here.
He's of the Elk tribe, right?
Yeah, he was an Elk tribe Uthgard.
He died fighting a giant in Orcs. Can't ask for anything more than that.
He could have asked for a heal.
One of those.
I'm not the one who made us bring a second level character against a giant fight. So guy's dead. That's it.
GG. Oh. He's only been with us like what? A week? A week and a half?
No, I think it was longer than that. There's been a lot of travel time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of travel.
I'm sorry, he was 3rd level now.
Died in his prime. In his youth.
What time of day is it?
It is, it was still, it was getting towards sundown, but the sun is still out at this point, but it's probably another hour or 2 till, dusk.
Isn't there a cave over there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. I'm surprised you haven't already run there, Graybeard.
Yeah, I was helping Nod dig.
Oddly admirable of you.
All right. So yeah, 20 minutes goes by, and then you guys Barry smiles. How does that look?
I'm assuming it's pretty quiet. Finn will say a few words over his grave.
Okay.
Your good smiles. Is what I'm assuming Finn says. I'm sure Nod has something to say.
He didn't deserve to die either time.
Oh my god, Nod was there both times he died.
Apparently the only one that was sympathetic towards him.
Yeah, he was a good kid. Though he's no Tigray.
Oh gosh.
The party goes to blows.
Well, he's with his people now.
Yeah.
The other-
Finn's gonna turn his back on the whole party and start walking towards that cave entrance.
It's your chance to have your moment, but okay, I guess we're done.
That is his moment right there.
That was it.
Walking away from all of you. You killed his cousin, and now you killed his squire.
He was right behind you.
Yeah, I would say
you,
Finn
buddy.
killed him.
I pack up my boat anchor and go.
I made sure to grab the killing blow arrow.
Yeah.
Giant. And I stored that guy in my pack. And then I follow to the cave.
Grumbling. 60 points in a round at Hellfara. Woo, always.
Alright.
Okay. Just fixing a few things here. Where's that at? Oh, I just want to get over it. Okay, so yeah, you guys can see that there's a trail that kind of leads up. And
Fireball in the face.
there we go. Let's move you guys to the right map.
Oh, I grab 5 arrows from you, Graybeard.
Alright, duly noted.
All right. You guys able to see?
No. I can see the token, just can't see the map.
All right. Yeah, I turned on the thing, but outside you guys should be able to see. Has player. So who's actually moving up in front? Because I'm gonna put the light source on them for a moment so you guys can see better.
Finn?
And then I'm behind Finn.
All right. So
I'll
like
take up the rear.
that, kind of like that.
Keep an eye out.
So we'll just do this for now. So this works. All players see light. 60.
Oh, boy.
Did that work? Yeah, it looks like it works. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's still sun out. You guys are in the shadow of the mountains at this point. It's not really dark. It is dark in the cave entrance that you see there. What looks to be like some old, maybe have been here for many, many, many years. Looks like carts of some sort. Even you can even see some wooden tracks So it's obvious that this must be some type of abandoned mine or something. And then you guys can kind of arrange yourself behind Finn however you feel you're following Finn. Can everybody move their characters?
Yeah.
Is Harshnag with us still?
Yeah. And there's more green squares at the bottom. I just didn't have more map there, but you can string out. Ardreth will be kind of towards the back too. Yeah, let me grab Harshnag. He is back here. You said there was a second heal to Harshnag. What was that one? I didn't get that one.
11 and an 8, so 19.
Okay, I got the first one. All right, back to this area. Harshnag will be at the back. Like that. All right, so Ian would recognize the tracks of the giants and the orcs. They were clearly standing in front of this cave opening when they were challenged. The cave opening looks to be about 10 feet wide. It's not very tall. It's probably only about 8 foot, maybe 9 foot tall ceiling. It's not very tall in the center here. As you guys get up to it, it looks, you can see a little ways in, but it's pretty dark towards the inside.
I'll keep moving up.
Okay. Give me just a sec.
Ian, can you sense anything in there?
I will take a minute and check. Do I sense anything in there?
You're trying for your favorite enemy?
Yeah. Humanoids or giants?
You're picking up one giant within 5 miles of you. Obviously, Harshnag standing behind you.
Yeah.
That is all you were picking up within 5 miles of you.
All right. I look up and I say nothing. Nothing other than our friend back here. So we are clear.
All right, let me make this a little easier. Hold on, let me grab. I gotta switch to the dynamic lighting. Where's that at? There it is.
Okay, so to go back and clarify, we somehow have lost all the humans that came out with the giants.
You're asking Ian?
I'm asking you because we were tracking them. Yeah, it was all the survivors from the...
Yeah, I'm telling you, Ian is picking up one giant within 5 mile radius of her favorite enemies.
And no humanoids.
Nope.
No, I in 5 miles at least. Of just 1 point.
It's because they're all dead.
Now, the tracks Ian has been following are on this road. She sees them, the same tracks she had been following are on this road. Oh, and Ian, you weren't here. The tracks you had been following were the tracks of the giants. You'd picked them up. You'd picked up the tracks of the orcs. And then you picked up the tracks of humans, and also they were dragging something. So there was some type of thing leaving drag marks in the ground where they were going. That's how you were able to easily find where they went, tracked them all the way to these mountains. And you see those, and they continue along this road, and then they continue along this old wooden track here up into the cave area as far as what you can see around you.
So I never did a awareness to try and see if I could identify where these humans and giants were. I just follow the tracks.
No, you did that too. For several days, you picked up the entire group and the humans on your special ability.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you were able to figure out the general direction of them. For a while though, they were quite a ways from you. You didn't pick them up until you were in the mountains when you finally did pick up using that ability. You were at the bottom of the mountains heading in.
Okay. Well then. This is probably not going to be a fun endeavor into this cave.
Can't be any worse than the outside of the cave.
As Finn and Graybeard walk into the entrance, your eyes adjust to your dark vision and go ahead and make a perception check.
My forte.
Oh, yeah. Finn, as you walk in, you realize that you hear the faint sounds of breathing, and you're pretty sure there's something hiding behind this overturned wagon.
I'll say in my most persuasive voice, "Come out, we won't hurt you."
All right. So you see two forms stand up. Let me get back to the... Oh, shoot. That's not what I wanted. GM info layer. That's what I wanted. You see several hobgoblins step out of hiding as you say that. They have longbows in hand, and they are drawing and knocking arrows. They are not going to get the surprise on you because you had your 22 perception, so I'm not going to give them a surprise round. But I am going to go ahead and have everybody roll initiative. Make sure you choose your token when you roll initiative.
Don't forget to roll for Ardreth.
Screw that bard.
Are you serious?
Don't worry, I
Hit
rolled
Jobu in the other game. Look at me, look at me. Plus like 4 to initiative. 2.
God, I bet you they have a better dexterity than me also. Do it. Well, it's good to know some things haven't changed.
Right, you're stealing all the kills. I mean,
You didn't even touch that giant.
no, not at all. Not that
I left-
round of 60 points of damage.
I left you that other one, and you just weren't able to kill him.
Yeah, I know. You had to mop up for me. I appreciate it.
I didn't even kill the Urag. That was all Harshnag.
All right, yeah, I'm just getting a few of these guys set. Yeah, okay. Oh, who do I need? I still need Harshnag. Good old Harshnag.
Yeah, you said this cave was only 8 or 9 feet tall. How far into it can Harshnag go, really?
I'm about to tell you that right now, as he has moved up and realizes I can't fit through that opening. He says to you at the back.
Do you have any handy boulders hidden away that you could throw?
If you
Jam
guys
into
are-
that doorway, lock us in.
Yeah. Oh, and Ardreth, he'll be up here with you guys.
Remember that time we were having a hard time discerning between Finn and Ardreth?
Yeah.
Now it's Edrim and Ardreth. God, they do have a better dexterity than...
I think there's a 1,000 hobgoblins in here, and we're all gonna get hit with criticals.
That'd be super awesome. Uh, 14.
Oh, prophetic.
There we go. Okay, so setting the scene again as I got all these character sheets open. The tracks lead into here. Graybeard, you see these two hobgoblins kind of step out, and then you see two more that step out from the hallway that were hiding in this back corner. This one was hiding in a back corner. These two are hiding behind this cart. So they're using it for cover. They're using the edges of the cave for cover here. And so on their turn, what they're doing is they're basically stepping out, firing, stepping back into cover type thing. As that's kind of setting the scene. Now inside here, you can see that this looks like a mine. You're not sure what type of mine it is yet, although Graybeard might be able to at some point make a check to figure out what type of mine it might have been at some point. It definitely seems like it was something that was abandoned. It seems old. There's dust on everything. It doesn't seem like it's an active mine at the moment. You can see some of these wooden tracks are broken. There's broken tools here and there, lots of broken carts. As you kind of lead your way into this main area here. So that would bring us to, it's 10 o'clock. So what we'll do is when we start off our battle next week, we will see how this all turns out. And we will start out with Coffee's turn. So we have hobgoblins hiding, crouching, setting an ambush for our players. And we'll see how that gets to turn out. Hopefully we have Edrim back. We'll probably have to get through this fight, and then Jarl will probably rejoin the campaign, I think, at that point. So we'll see where we get on this last fight. Although I may have him do a little bit in that session. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. I'll talk to him over the week. So if you missed anything and you want to check out the VOD, that'll be up on the Twitch channel. Or if you want to go ahead and check out the YouTube, I'll go ahead and post that after the fact. You can check out any of the episodes. This was episode number 43, session number 43. So there are 42 other episodes that you can watch out on the YouTube channel. You can check out Graybeard's Twitch channel. He does a bunch of shows, and there's lots of good content out on his Twitch channel and even his YouTube. Search for Graybeard's Tavern for that. PB has stuff up on her YouTube channel, so you can check out PB Plays Inside for YouTube. And then once Jarl rejoins us, but you can go check out his stuff right now, MC Colonel YouTube, and I believe he is streaming on Mixer. PB streams on YouTube when she can. Graybeard streams on Twitch. I stream on Twitch. And then we've got more games that are coming up. There'll be the Thursday night game. You'll see where our zombie-infested city campaign is going on if you want to check out that, where they're fighting a bunch of zombies. And we may have more players joining that campaign also, as I've been talking to several more streamers that have been wanting to get in on some of our games. Plus, in a couple weeks, I'm hoping there's going to be a one-shot with some more YouTubers that everybody knows, like Jordan, PB, Graybeard, and Magpie. And then keep an eye out for the October month, because we're hoping to get some more YouTuber one-shots going. And other games too. Won't just be Dungeons & Dragons. We're going to try to play some of the other systems that are out there. So we might do some Star Trek Adventures, since we were playtesting that and that turned out really well and everybody seemed to like it. Also, I want to do a game of Masks coming up pretty soon too. So those are some of the games that I want to make sure that we go ahead and also get to play. Those are things I ran when I was at Gen Con. So we'll see how this turns out next week. And I'm kind of curious. This is the first time these guys have ran into hobgoblins, so this will be a little bit different for them. Hopefully it turns out to be a little bit different kind of a battle. I think it'll be fun. We've got dynamic lighting, so we'll get to be able to see from the player's perspective what it looks like with them moving through. I'll make sure I switch through it so you guys can see it out there in Twitch land. It'd be kind of cool. Thanks, players, for joining. I think we had a pretty good session. You guys whooped me on dice rolls tonight, so you kind of walked through those guys pretty good. But we'll see how it turns out. So hope to see everybody next Monday and Storm King's Thunder Monday nights. Stay tuned for any other shows out there. Keep an eye out in YouTube and Twitch. And we will see you in the next one.